At the majors in 1930, Bobby Jones did something no one ever had, and no one ever thought someone could. He won them all. 71 years later, another of the game's greats did something unprecedented in the majors, and the punctuation mark was recorded here, at the place Jones created. Can it really be 20 years since the Tiger Slam? It was the heyday of Woods' time doing things which made people just shake their heads.
Go in. Oh!
In June of 2000, he won the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach by an astonishing 15 strokes. Many believe it was the single most dominant major championship golf performance of all time. A month later, he strafed the field by 8 to win the Open at St. Andrews. And when he won the PGA Championship in a memorable playoff over Bob May that August, he won 3 of golf's majors in 1 year. Woods was just 24. What a season it had been. He won 9 times and became the first player in PGA Tour history under par in every event for an entire year. As the calendar turned and the next season moved toward April, the groundswell of what lay ahead at Augusta was impossible to ignore. No one had ever held all 4 of the game's professional majors at one time. Perhaps the hardest thing to do in sports is to win when you're supposed to. Woods was paired on Sunday with his chief rival, a man who would go on to win 3 Masters himself, the #1 player in the world.
As grand as it gets.
Had to beat the #2 for this unique piece of history. Think the accomplishment mattered much?
Historic day, and again it belongs to Tiger.
And so now, here we are 2 decades later. The irony of what should be a joyous anniversary for the 5-time Masters champ is that he's not here to celebrate it. There will be an empty seat at the table for Woods on Tuesday night, but more than that, a place in the thoughts of all golf fans. His absence looms as large as his presence seems to have always been. 20 years. Can it really be that long?